Hello, hello. Welcome to the Magical Moms podcast. We are going to be discussing today all the things that you need to know about the Disney California Adventure Food and Wine Festival. So, yeah, that's what this episode's about. There's a lot to
Yep.
unpack here, but it's
Yes.
all fun and very, very tasty things that we need to discuss.
Yes, we do. Yes. And actually, funny enough, I've said this on a previous episode. I think Bridget's going to kind of, take over for a certain aspect here because as we talk about Food and Wine Festival, and if you've followed me or known me long enough, you know, one, I'm not a huge foodie. I'm kind of a picky eater and I will not really venture out. And two, I don't drink alcohol. So Food and Wine Festival is always just more like fun and vibes for me than the actual like food and wine. So, but we will get into all that. But before we do, make sure to follow us on all the socials. We are at Magical Moms Podcast on Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. You can now watch our episodes. So if you want to feel like you're hanging out with Bridget and I, you can go to YouTube and search Magical Moms Podcast. We've got our full episodes on there. And if you want to follow us personally on social media, I'm Chasing Magic Daily on all the socials, and Bridget is California Disney Bliss on all the socials. And then if you would like to leave us a review on the podcast, that helps our podcast get out to new listeners. We really appreciate it. It means a lot to us. And you get a special little shout out on the show when you do that. So make sure to leave us a review. And lastly, if you want to join our private Magical Moms group, our Patreon group, this is a fun group we have going where we do meetups in the park. We do giveaways. We have tip sheets for you. We've got a Facebook page. We've got all kinds of things if you join our Patreon group. And then you can go to patreon.com and search Magical Moms Podcast to find that, or we'll have the link down below in the show notes for you if you want to join us, because we do have a spring meetup coming up, which I'm really excited about. We'll see all the pink trees together and do all the spring things. It'll be a blast. I'm really excited for that.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. It's so funny. Spring has hit very, very early at Disneyland.
Mm-hmm.
The pink trees have been out for a bit. Also, the ducklings have been around for a while now.
Yes.
Usually we don't see them until a little bit later. So it's I'm like, I don't know if this is a good thing or bad thing, but I'm all for it. I'm definitely all for it. Also, the weather here in Southern California has completely skipped over springtime. We went from like winter to just almost summer. I think it was like 92 or 93 degrees yesterday.
Yes.
Here.
Yes.
So,
and later this week it's supposed to be like 90 as well. I'm like, geez Louise.
So that's why we have those like, the hot tips, how to survive Disneyland, during hot weather. We put that out a little bit early this time just because it's been really, really warm.
Yeah. So make sure to go back and listen to that one because we've got some good tips in there for you guys to survive the heat.
Yes. And now, even though Lindsay doesn't do food or wine, okay, I do. But that's what makes us a good team because I do that part and then she does the other part. And together, we are just like one big festival. Okay. When we talk about
I'm just
this.
there for a good time, just hanging out with my friends. I'm there for the good vibes, And
she's a really good photographer too. So it really helps having her around.
I do love to take pictures. It's very, very nice.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's kick off with the important details that everybody needs to know. Yes. First of all, if you want to experience food and wine, it's now until April 27th. So April 27th is your last day to experience food and wine. The cool thing is this is part of your Disneyland ticket or your DCA ticket, if you have Park Hopper, whatever. But it is not a special event where you need a special ticket to enjoy food and wine. There are certain aspects of it that you have to pay extra for if you want to be part of certain experiences or taste some of the different foods. But some of the other things we're going to talk about are all included in your park ticket, which is really nice. And I've actually had people DM me like, oh, how much is the ticket or where do I get tickets for it? It's not a separate ticketed event. So it's kind of a cool thing. Anybody can experience it.
Yeah, absolutely. And what's really, really cool is that there's so many facets to this festival depending on what day you go. So that's also why we're here to talk about this. A Saturday and Sunday look very different at the Food and Wine Festival versus like a Wednesday or Tuesday. So we'll talk about all of that. Your entry to DCA, like Lindsay was saying, it gives you those festival marketplace booths. It gives you the restaurant offerings. There's also culinary demonstrations on Saturdays and Sundays, typically around 3:30 and 4:45 p.m. Anyone can go check that out. It's actually super duper fun.
Have you done one?
I have, yeah.
You have? I've never done one.
So it's just like you're just like in the audience. It's kind of like watching like a food show being recorded, like filmed, and you're just like watching them do everything. It's really, really fun. You don't get any tastings or anything
Yeah.
like that, but you
You
just
just
get to
watch
like
them.
watch them prepare everything.
Where is it?
It's a Hollywood backlot
Oh, like on the stage?
on the stage. And so that's super
Oh.
cool. Also, there is,
Hmm.
and I know that you've done this, Lindsay, the Confection Perfection with the Super Kitties.
Yeah.
That's the cupcake decorating experience for children ages 3 to 11. It does not cost anything extra. It's only offered, though, Saturdays, Sundays, Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. So Thursdays and Fridays, it's not offered. And it goes on throughout the day. And what's really, really cool is that your kid will get to decorate a cupcake and actually eat the cupcake. And like I said, it's part of your park ticket. So it's really
Yes.
super fun and cute.
Yeah. And for that one in particular, for that experience, the times that I've done it with my kids, we have always gone. So it's over in the Hollywood backlot, like that stage area that Bridget was just talking about, the demonstrations. You go over back there. You want to get in line typically about 45 minutes ahead of time. So if you have another adult with you, you can have an adult wait for you while you go do other things with the kids. But the thing is, they cap it at so many people. So if you get in line and you're further toward the back, they're going to cut you off. You won't have a spot for that particular show. The other great thing is I have a child with food allergies and they are very good with that. So like I think
Mm.
they have if you can't decorate the cupcake, they might have like a brownie that is safe for, I mean, again, depending on the food allergy, a brownie.
Yeah.
And then I know they also have like a fruit platter or something like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so they have a couple different options. So if your child does have some sort of food allergy, just talk to the cast member. They will fully take care of you. They can still participate.
That's
And then the
great.
cool thing is, if your kid is a fan of Super Kitties, which is a Disney Junior show, they have like the Super Kitties on the screen and stuff that kind of like talk to the chef, and it's like an interactive experience. So great for kids. My kids always loved it. My oldest one will have outgrown it in about a year, but
Aw.
it is a really fun little experience. The kids enjoy it.
Then you're gonna have to definitely do it this year.
Yes, I know. It'll be our last year, 3 to
You're last
11.
year
She
doing
turns
all 3 of
11.
you guys. Oh, that's so
Yeah,
crazy.
I know.
Also in that area, right by the Hollywood backlot, you can meet Chef Goofy, and he is so much fun. He only comes out for this festival, so
Mhm.
it's a special experience, and the line moves very, very, very quickly. So, I mean, I've done it. I've already met with him twice during this festival, and then of course in the other
Already?
festivals that we've gone to. Yeah,
Oh
today
my
and then
gosh.
today and Friday. I
Oh, how
literally
funny.
I just came in from the parks. Like
Yeah.
I was there this morning with Jack and just drove in and like popped up on here. So,
Oh, how funny. I
yeah,
love
so
that.
the line is it's actually pretty short. He's fun to meet, and then he'll show you all of his he'll show you his kitchen and all
Mhm.
like the fun things that he has going on there. Also with the Food and Wine Festival, what you can also experience is the Jamming Chefs, which is a
Mhm.
really, really cool live performance right next to the Little Mermaid attraction. And that's such a fun show to watch.
Yes, it is.
Right? It's like a bunch of chefs and like they make all of their music come from like the pots and the pans
Uh-huh.
and like the spoons that they have. There's also Clarabelle that comes out. Also Daisy comes out and sometimes Pluto, right? Sometimes
No,
Pluto?
Chip and Dale.
Chippendale. Okay, sorry,
Yeah.
Chippendale. You're right. Right.
Or as Chef Gorgon Zola would say, chip
Oh
and dip. And then she goes,
my gosh.
sorry, Chip and Dale.
So
But I
Lindsay
love that
really
show.
loves this show.
I do. I love the Jammin' Chefs. I do. They're really cute. The chefs are great on like what you were just saying, like the pots and pans. But
Yeah.
then, like the characters dancing, like they get
Mhm.
down.
They do. They get
Like,
sassy.
it's not
Uh-huh.
just like your average like parade, you know. It's like Clarabelle and Daisy are like getting down and they're
Mhm.
sassy and it's just so much fun. I love the Jammin' Chefs.
Yeah, it is fun. It definitely is fun. And what's really funny is that a lot of like viral videos that I've seen on social media have come with people taking video of Clarabelle and Daisy getting down during this, and but putting it to other music.
Yes.
And you're like,
I've
oh
seen
my
those
gosh.
too.
When you put it to other music, you really start to see the sassiness come out.
It's
But
so funny.
it's a fun show. It's a super
Yeah.
fun show.
Yeah, it is.
Again, only comes out for the DCA Food and Wine Festival.
Mhm.
Also, and I have not seen this though. Is there a craft area this year?
You know what? I didn't intentionally look for it, but sometimes it varies. I feel like the last time I saw it, if I remember correctly, it was over by the Super Kitties, right?
Yeah, it
Like,
should be over there,
yeah. And
right?
to be honest, I did not look for it last time. I haven't
Yeah.
seen it advertised anywhere.
I
I
haven't
haven't
either.
seen anybody share it. So just know there could possibly be a craft area over by the Super Kitties. It's
Yeah.
usually like a little chef hat that they can color
Yeah.
in and wear. But yeah, I haven't seen anybody talk about it. And I don't think I was in that area the day that we went there.
I was just there today too, and I didn't see it, but it doesn't mean
Okay.
that it's not there. Sometimes they just like kind of like hide it. Also,
Yeah.
it's been pretty breezy and windy, so they'll sometimes put it away for that. But usually there's a craft area, and there's also lots of other live musical
Hmm.
performances as well over by the Paradise Garden area.
Yeah, it's like
Um,
are you talking about right across from Little Mermaid?
Right across the Little Mermaid,
Yeah.
and then also, past the, beer,
Or
oh
the beer
gosh,
garden?
the beer garden. So,
Oh, in the gazebo area.
yeah, so the gazebo
Okay.
area. So there's going to be 2 different areas where you can watch live music, and you can find all of the, schedules for this, either in the Food and Wine Festival, like, pamphlet that they have or
Hmm.
on the app.
Hmm.
So, what's really cool is that if you get food, you can take it over to, like, the Paradise area where there's, like, the, gosh, I keep on like, where, like, Boardwalk Pizza and Pasta is,
Yes.
and you can, like, sit there, and then you can watch all the bands, and that's really, really fun. Or then you can actually, like, see, like, the bigger bands, and they play over across from, Little Mermaid Ride.
Yes. And that area is really cool too. Every time I walk by, I don't know, there's something about as somebody who used to drink and enjoy alcohol, one of my favorite things was like beer festivals and like walking around
Yeah.
with like a cold beer and listening to live music was like one of my favorite things. But that's kind of like the same experience. There's like people walking around with their drinks and their foods or whatever, and you got this huge stage with different bands come and play. I believe one of them this year is Fat Cat Swinger. They are
Yeah.
incredible. They're a great one. They sing at a lot of the different festivals. But you'll hear like 80s classic rock, like just there's so much fun music that plays that area. And there's a
Yeah.
ton of space to like sit or stand up and dance or whatever you want to do.
Mhm.
So I love that area right there. And then you're looking at like the Incredicoaster in the background and the Ferris wheel. It's just like a really pretty setup.
Yeah, it is really fun, especially
Yeah.
at night. Like, because, like,
Yeah.
you could see all, like, the lights come out and everything.
Hmm.
It is super fun. There's a
Yeah.
lot to do. Like, there's so much to do at the DCA Food and Wine Festival that it could be one of those days where you're not even going on any attractions.
Hmm.
You're just, like, focused on all the food and all the entertainment offerings.
Yeah.
So, definitely add this to your plans.
Yeah. But
Okay, so let's
speaking of attractions,
yes. Oh,
before
yes.
we get to the food, speaking of
Yes.
attractions, now this year is slightly different because this year DCA is celebrating its 25th anniversary or birthday. What's the word they use?
Anniversary.
25th anniversary.
Yeah.
So Soarin' over California, which is the original Soarin', did come back earlier in February. Typically, that returns on the first day of Food and Wine. It's more like a Food and Wine specific experience for that to come back. So it's already there. It's been there, but that's one of the things that you can enjoy as part of the Food and Wine Festival is enjoying the original Soarin', which is Soarin' over California, which is where the iconic orange scene comes in and you have the orange scent and you're going over all these different places in California. And if you want to know Bridget's and I's opinion on it, we shared our opinion on a previous episode that Soarin' over California is not necessarily our favorite. We prefer Over the World.
And this is
But
an unpopular opinion, by the way.
yes,
Like,
yes, it
it's
is.
very popular. People love it when this attraction comes back.
Yeah,
And for me, it's not my thing,
yeah.
but
But it's
you
a
know,
lot of other people's things.
a
So
lot of other people,
we
yeah.
respect that. We respect
Yes.
everybody's opinion.
Yes, yes.
But that is like the last kind of like highlight of Food and Wine is experiencing that attraction.
Yeah. Oh, also, before we talk about the food, throughout like the Buena Vista Street area and like the corridor, like that you walk through all throughout DCA, there are lots of other booths that are not food related where you can do like little fun things. Like for example, just today, I got some permanent jewelry.
Oh, yes.
Yes, with by Essence. Essence has
Mhm.
a booth there. They're also at the spa, the Grand Californian Hotel, and it's permanent jewelry. You can also buy like aromatherapy oils or whatever else that you
Mhm.
want to like get. And there's also some other jewelry options there too. Also, I saw that you did like the tote bags,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. I'm glad you brought that up because I didn't even think to talk about these other ones. But yes, there is a create your own tote bag cart where you can create a really cute tote bag. They have a ton of different patch options. They actually have some that are specific for food and wine. So you design your own bag, put your patches on. There's Kawaii Slime that has
Yes.
the cutest cart.
They really do.
I guess I'm not really ruining it, but so since it's food and wine festival, they are set up as like an ice cream cart. And when you get your slime, they actually like scoop it with an ice cream scooper and put it like in a cone. It's really, really cute. So that's one. There's another one. I think Bridget, I don't know if you've seen it. I saw people posting about it. It's new. I don't know the company, but they had this incredible looking like sea salt chocolate chip cookie.
Oh, yes. Oh gosh. What is the name of it?
I know. I'm blanking on the name, but I saw a bunch of people posting about it. Oh my gosh. Do you want to look it up real quick?
Yeah,
Okay.
because it really is. It looks absolutely amazing.
Yes.
Um,
They had some treats that looked really good. There's also the Erebus Brothers cart, which
mhm.
they have some beautiful glassware. They have the make your own tiaras. So I don't know. Bridget and I
Yes.
have both shared like the make your own tiara stuff. They have that over at DCA, which is kind of special because that's only at Disneyland. Did you find the name of it?
Yes. It's
Okay.
the Padera Bakehouse.
Okay. And it's right
And it's
across from the entrance of Cars. I saw it there.
correct. They have like a matcha coconut tiramisu. They have a bottled Vietnamese coffee, and they have these like cookies that look like little like boulders, like little
Yes.
like boulders of cookies. Like they look so amazing. I really really want to try that.
Yes.
Also, there's an SIA bowl booth
Yes.
cart as well, and that's right across. So there's
Yes.
all these like little kiosks too that you can like go and check out, that are super fun that you're not going to necessarily find anywhere like really
Yeah,
listed.
like
It's
during the
not really
regular year.
advertised. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's super cool. You can enjoy doing those type of fun things as
Yeah.
well.
I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, because there are some really great carts, and a lot of them are like small businesses. So it's like you're supporting small businesses, which is really cool too.
Yes. Also, I apologize to anyone who's listening out there who's listening to me like sniffle because I have like a little,
I
I like
haven't
the,
heard you once.
oh gosh, I feel like it's very loud on my end. Anyway, so
No.
sorry, excuse me. Okay, so let's get into the food, all right? Because it is
Yes.
a food and
This is
wine
Bridget's
festival.
forte.
It is. I love it so much. I really, really do love the Food and Wine Festival because you get to try lots of different like foods that I would never like order. I wouldn't like sit down
Yeah.
in a restaurant and order. So there's definitely hits. There's definitely misses. So let's get into it real quick. So at the Food and Wine Festival, just like the other food festivals at Disney California Adventure, you can get a Sip and Savor Pass. The Sip and Savor Pass is kind of like a way for you to save money if you know that you're going to be trying lots of the different foods. So you can get either a 4 coupon pass, an 8 coupon pass. So those are your two options. And then if you're a Magic Key holder, you can get the the 8 coupon pass, and that comes with a discount. So the 4 coupon pass is $34. The 8 coupon pass is $64, but if you're a Magic Key holder, that drops down to $59. The Magic Key holders coupon or discount does not come with the 4 coupon pass.
Good to know.
So now that breaks down to, so what you're going to want to do, this is my tip here for you, is if you're using the Sip and Savor Pass, you want to use those coupons on the higher priced items, right? So you're not going to want to use
Makes
it on
sense.
like a $6.50, coffee or a $7, cookie, whatever it may be, right? You're going to want to use them for the higher priced items so that you can save more money that way.
Mhm.
So if you get the 8 coupon pass, you're going to want to look at items that are above $8. If you're doing the 4 coupon pass, you're going to want to look at items and use items for it that are above $8.50. And if you're using the Magic Key holder 8 coupon pass, you're going to want to use it on items that are over $7.40. And that way, you know that you're saving money,
Yeah,
because
it makes sense.
yeah. And so I use those coupons for the higher price items, and for the lower price items I just pay for them with my card, just without the pass. So that's kind of like the way that you can like maximize that pass the most. You can buy at numerous areas in Disney California Adventure, and for right now I wish I had it with me, it's over there actually, while like the beginning of the festival, sorry, well, if you get the pass during the beginning of the food festival, it also will come with a really cute like tray. It's like
Oh
this
yeah.
the green tray. It's like a Mickey Mouse shaped tray that's complimentary with the Sip and Savor
Mhm.
while supplies last.
Yes.
And it's over there, so
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get it. But it's really, really cute. It
And it's
holds
really
your
cute.
drinks. It's
Yes,
fun.
as I say, it holds drinks in the ears, which is nice. And then you
Yeah.
have like the head part to put your food on.
Yes.
So
And
it's really cute.
It's fun and it's like easy to like carry. Like you'll see like a lot of people like walking around
Mhm.
DCA and they have it like around their lanyards. They
Yes,
have it
I've
around
seen
their
a lot of people do
purse.
that.
It's almost become like an accessory at this point for the
Yes.
food
Mhm.
festival. So that's fun.
Yeah.
I actually didn't get one last year because I waited too long and they were already sold out. So just so you guys know, try to get it early on.
So you have
But
it now.
there are 8 marketplace booths that you can use your Sip and Savor at. There's also different quick service dinings that you can use the Sip and Savor pass at. However, note that if you are using a Sip and Savor coupon at a quick service like dining spot, you're going to get a smaller portion, one, and two, you also
Oh,
can't mobile order. You can't mobile order because you have to like scan the coupon.
good
So
to know. I didn't know either of those.
so just keep that in mind. But there's so many things that you can use with the coupons that it's a lot. So I mean I usually wind up getting like 2 usually per,
Ooh.
food and wine festival because you're using it so much.
Yes.
Also, you cannot use a Sip and Savor coupon for alcoholic beverages, only for non-alcoholic beverages, and that's a state of California rule. That's a policy for the state of
Mhm.
California. So,
I didn't
anyways,
know that. I'm
yeah,
learning so much from you on this podcast episode. I hope our listeners are as well.
yeah, you can't use any sort of like gift certificate or like discount when it comes to alcohol
Oh,
in the state of California.
that makes sense.
Yes, everyone's always
Yeah.
like, "Gosh, why does Disney do that?" I'm like, "Well, it's actually a California thing."
Yeah. Got
I'm
it.
sure in Florida you could do it, but not here. um, okay, so now let's talk about I think what's good at the booths. Um, just hands down, it comes back every single year. The Snickers Mickey macaron. It's Mickey shaped. You can't miss it. It's amazing. You can get it at Uncorked, California. Lindsay, I know you've had this one, and I know you like
I
it.
love this one. The only caveat for me is I can never have it when I have my kids with me, or specifically my son, because he's highly allergic to peanuts and it's covered in peanuts.
Covered in
But
peanuts.
if I am by myself, this is a treat I love to have. It's so good.
And it's huge. It's
It's
like a
really big.
huge like cookie.
Yeah.
Like I split it with like my
You
kids
have
because
to. Yeah.
it's so big. And it comes back every single year and there's a reason why it comes back every single year.
Yeah.
Also something that has been coming back is the Asa Dose. It's from Cluckadoodle Moo Booth and it is like a it's like a little like plate actually and it's a lot of food for for a Sip and Savor
Mm.
item. It's grilled skirt steak, it's chipotle chicken, Spanish rice, and salsa verde. And it's actually a
Ooh.
lot of food. I think it's the best, like,
Value
like
or
value item because you do get a lot.
yeah,
And
sounds
that's
like
something
it.
that you can use, your Sip and Savor coupon on.
Yeah.
Then something that comes back every single year is
Oh,
the
wait.
sirloin. Yes.
Sorry to interrupt. Can I
Yeah.
ask, as
Yes.
the resident foodie pro, that sounds
Yes.
really good to me, minus the steak part, because I don't eat steak. Do they
Yeah.
allow you to almost like cut, like if I was like, hey, can I get no steak but do like double chicken? Would they ever do that? Or
So
do you know?
typically, no, they don't do
Okay.
modifications.
Okay.
You can always ask, and like as you know, at Disneyland, cast members kind of have the freedom to do what they like.
Yes.
So you never know who you're gonna get. You can
Okay.
definitely ask, but typically no. Typically they already like pre-make it, like set up.
Yeah.
But you can always ask.
Okay. I was just curious.
It's actually a really good question. I
So it
should
does
try
actually
that.
sound really good. That's my forte right there. Chipotle chicken
Oh,
rice. Oh, that
oh,
sounds so good. But
it's so good. Or you and I can go and have it together, and I'll have the steak, and you can have the chicken.
perfect. Sold.
Yes. And that's also what a lot of people do with the Sip and Savor Pass. They'll buy it with a friend.
Yes.
So if you're going with your
Makes sense.
friend, then you can buy it together, share it, and it's actually
Yeah.
pretty
It's even cheaper
affordable.
that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, another thing that comes back all the time is the sirloin Gruyere mac and
Mm.
cheese. That is from the Garlic Kiss booth. It is so good. It is so decadent. It's very rich in flavor and it's fabulous. The watermelon and cucumber mojito from Golden Dreams. That's really good. Okay, and then a lot of people are talking about this, and I have to talk about it too. The
Okay.
cherry cola cold brew. It's brand new this year for the festival. You can find it at the LA Style booth. I like cold brews. I do like cold brews. They're sometimes hit and miss at Disney. But a lot of people are talking about it because they really enjoyed it. I did not taste the cherry cola part of it. To me, it just tasted like a cold brew that had like maybe a hint of like a Coke flavoring, but it was a
Oh,
very, very
interesting.
like light hint. A lot of other people are really enjoying it. So I could have gotten maybe like a bad batch.
Okay.
I'm going to try it again. I'm going to definitely try it
Okay.
again. It's very cute because it looks like a little like, it looks like a little like fountain drink, but it's a
Oh, okay.
it's a coffee. But for me, it was okay. It was
Okay.
just okay.
Well, if we're together, I will
Um,
try that with you. I'll have a
yeah,
sip.
yeah. Let's try it again
Yeah.
together because maybe
Okay.
we'll think otherwise.
That should be our next park date. We talk podcast stuff and we try some of these food and wine stuff.
Yes. Yeah, we should definitely do that. Then the ramen mac and cheese
Yeah.
from the Peppers Caliente booth. This is another big item that people are really excited about. I think it tasted great. Thought it was great. However, when I hear ramen mac and cheese, I think of ramen noodles. And it's not
Yes.
ramen noodles. It's mac and
It's not.
cheese noodles.
So where does the ramen come in?
Because it has like this like little topping to it, like it's like crunch topping to it, and it also has fish cakes on it as
Oh,
well. But I was thinking ramen noodles. I wasn't thinking like
that's what I would
mac
have
and
thought.
yeah. So I was kind of disappointed. I was like, wait, where are the ramen noodles?
Interesting.
So some people are looking at it differently. They're like, oh yeah, I knew it was going to be mac and cheese, like type of like elbow noodles.
Yeah.
But so that was like a little bit of a disappointment for me.
Interesting. I would have thought the same.
So now let's talk about some things that we really, really liked. Will you talk about what you liked on Friday? The waffles.
Well, I tried one item. One item, guys.
You're so funny.
I know. Well, but part of it was I had to leave to go pick up my kids from school. And so
Oh.
the food booths, with the time that they open and the time I had to leave, I wasn't able to try any of the food booth stuff. But I did get to try the schmoozy waffles, which are special for Food and Wine, which are a hazelnut-filled Mickey-shaped waffle with a banana whipped topping. Personally, I don't love bananas. I actually cannot eat bananas. And I'm not huge on banana flavored things. There's some things like banana runts. Oh my gosh, I love banana runts.
I was just going to bring that up. Whenever I see banana runts, you guys,
Yes.
I immediately think of Lindsay. Whenever
is
I see
like-
banana
yep.
runts or chicken tenders, like those are
That is me in a nutshell.
those are the two things that when I see them, immediately Lindsay's face pops into my head because those are her two favorite things. I
Gosh.
swear.
Yep, that
It's so
banana
funny.
flavored runts are like the one banana thing that I like. So I did not use the banana whipped topping for the waffles, but the waffles were so good. They're Nutella stuffed Mickey shaped waffles.
Yes.
Like, I don't think it gets any better than that. So
Yeah.
highly, highly recommend those for like a fun little treat. And if you like banana, then I'm sure you'd like the little whipped topping on the side, but
And
it
there
wasn't
was
for me.
a lot of Nutella in them. I was like shocked.
Yes, it was
when you,
dripping.
yes,
I
it
was
was
like-
there was a lot of Nutella.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're doing really good over there with like their specialty waffles.
Yes, the
and
schmoozy
so
waffles
I'm
are
loving
hitting
it. I'm
Mhm.
loving it. Okay, another thing. I just had it for lunch today. The chile relleno torta, and I know I'm mispronouncing that. I'm sorry. From Award Wieners. It is absolutely massive. Okay, so I always know that something is going to be good before I try it because when I'm walking around with my tray, like looking for where I want to like take a photograph, I have multiple people going, "Where did you get that? Where did you get that? Where did you get that?" And because I'm
Yeah.
just walking around like with a tray of
Yeah.
whatever item it is, I had about 5 people stop me
Oh my gosh.
while I was just walking around with it. Where did you get that?
Yeah.
It's a humongous sandwich. It's about this big, and it is a deep fried chile relleno, like a pasilla pepper. It's stuffed with cheese, and then it has like lettuce on top and like avocado on top, and it comes on this really nice like torta bread. And when you cut it open, you can like almost do a cheese pull because it's just full
Oh.
of cheese. It is so good. I'm pretty sure that's a vegetarian option, but it has refried beans, so maybe it doesn't. Maybe that's not a vegetarian option then. Oh, I don't know. You'll have to double check.
Yeah.
Also, side note, at all of the booths and at all of the quick service dining locations, they will have the food and allergy menu that you
Yes.
can ask for. It's laminated, and you can ask for it, and you can see all the different things that you may need to know when it comes to allergies for
Yeah.
different.
And they group
different
it by
items.
different allergies. So it's like if you have a
Yes.
nut allergy, here's the things that you cannot eat. If you have an egg allergy, like it's really great. I've looked at it a number of times. So yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it's awesome. So definitely double check this one because it may not be vegetarian, but to me it seemed like it.
Mhm.
It is so good. It's definitely worth the price. I believe it was like $13-14, and it was excellent. Both Jack and I were completely stuffed after eating it. And it comes with fries. It doesn't come with their film strip fries though, because Award Wieners got rid of
Got
their
rid of
famous
'em.
fries, which I cannot even believe I'm saying. I never thought those would ever go away.
Yeah.
It just comes with regular boring old fries now. But whatever. The sandwich is
Wah-wah.
worth it. The sandwich is totally worth it. We really, really liked it. Also, we really liked the chicken and waffle mole taco.
Oh, I saw that.
It's okay, so it's kind of like hard to like wrap. I was trying to explain it to Jack, and he's like, "What is it?" It's a dessert taco. So yes and no. So it's like waffle cone shell.
Hmm.
It also has Mickey's on the side of it, which is really fun.
Oh, cute.
And then it has like sticky rice, and it's topped with a shredded chicken with mole on top of it. It's
Okay.
really good.
Is it?
And
Okay.
you can find that at the studio catering truck. Also, what you can find at the studio catering truck. Drum roll, please. It has returned the best burrito, the Asian street burrito, which I was told was never coming back to Disney California Adventure. I was told by
Well,
a very reliable source, by the way.
what a little fancy surprise.
So I was shocked. And when I was reunited with it on Friday, I had our friend Anne take photos of me with the burrito because I was so
Yeah.
happy to have my burrito baby back.
I'm singing in
Um,
my head, reunited, and it
and it
feels so
feels
good.
That's literally what it was. I like shed a couple tears eating it. I couldn't even wait to I couldn't eat it there. I had to like wait to I got in the car because I had to go pick up the kids.
Oh,
And I was gonna like split it with Jack and like wait for him. And I just
yeah.
said no. I ate the whole thing by myself in the car. So I was so happy. Anyway, that is back. The Asian Street Burrito is back. I'm very, very happy about that. Also, something also that's back at the Aunt Cass Cafe is the burrata toast. I love burrata. So this is burrata on top of toast with like almost caramelized tomatoes and balsamic drizzle. It's
Mm.
fabulous. And another thing that a lot of people are talking about, which I have not yet tried, is the frozen banoffee banana from Clarabelle's.
Banoffee? I think it's Banoffee.
Banoffee?
I think it's
Banoffee?
Banoffee.
Banoffee. It's,
Well,
yeah, it's probably
one or the
Banoffee.
other.
Well, a
What is
lot of
that?
people
Frozen Banoffee banana. Is
it's
it like?
supposed to be really, really good. It's like a huge, like, dipped banana with
Oh, okay.
chocolate and all this stuff. It looks good. I'll try it. Um, then also what came back, and it's the most adorable treat, is this Chef Remy apple.
It is. It's cute.
Um, it's so cute. You can find it at Trolley Treats, and you can also find it in downtown Disney. So if you can't get into the
Mm.
parks or you don't have a park ticket, that is a festival treat that you can get in downtown Disney.
At the sweet, what is it called?
Yeah,
The
the sweet shop.
sweet shop? Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Why am I blanking on it?
Oh, it has a longer name to it. Oh goodness. Sorry, I
Bridget and
took
I are new here. Sorry.
no. I told this to Lindsay before we got on. I took like 2 Sudafed, and I'm like, my brain is like literally like floating right now. So whatever. It's
The candy shop in
store
downtown Disney.
downtown
Yes.
Disney.
Yes.
Yes, whatever.
Oh, it's so funny.
And so those are kind
I-
of like the top items. There's a lot
Yeah.
more to talk about, but those are like kind of
Uh,
like the top tops.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
also,
So-
let's talk about a tip here.
Yeah.
If you have one day and you have a park hopper or you're a Magic Key holder, which means that you get the park hopping benefit. If you only have one day to experience, the parks, I would definitely start at Disneyland. Enjoy it till 11 a.m. Get there at, rope drop. Enjoy it till 11 a.m. because the food booths don't open till 11:30. And a lot of the items that I just mentioned that are not at the food booths, that are just regular items, they also are lunchtime items, and they're not going to be offered until 10:30 or 11. So I would just enjoy my morning over at Disneyland and then head over to Disney California Adventure where you can enjoy the food festival because there's nothing much that you can do before 11 a.m. anyway. Jeff Goofy, I believe, doesn't come out until closer to like the food booths
I think
opening
it's
up
11.
as well.
Yeah, 11.
Yeah, and same with the entertainment. So
Yeah.
pretty much this festival kind of comes to life after 11. So enjoy Disneyland in the morning and then switch
Yeah.
over.
And then another big tip that I think both you and I have shared before on our socials is don't double wait to order your food at the booths. So what we mean
Yes.
is you can order, it doesn't matter what booth you go to, whatever one of
Mhm.
the 8 booths, whenever you go and you wait in line and you go to order, you can order everything you want at that one booth, even if the food item is not from that booth. So you can
Yes.
save time by having to stand in all these individual lines to order food at the different booths. Just order
Mhm.
everything at one, and then all you do, you have to keep your receipt. Don't lose the receipt. Don't throw it away by accident, Bridget. Hold on to the receipt, walk around to each booth, and then when you get to the booth that your food item is at, just hop in like the pickup line, and then you show them your receipt. They'll highlight it and give you the receipt
Yeah.
back to use for the rest of the booths.
Yes. Because if you don't know the
Time
story,
saver.
Disney Pro over here threw out the receipt after ordering an entire Sip and Savor pass worth of foods. I threw it out in the trash, and guess what? You throw it out, that's like throwing out money. You never get it back.
No.
I will never forgive myself for this. Like, I will be 90 years old walking around.
But you'll also never do it again.
I will never do it again. And it's so funny. Now I treat it like gold. Like, I fold it a special way and like the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
Also, one thing to note is that if it gets very, very busy at Disney California Adventure and there is a food item that is running out, they won't let you pre-order it at any booth. But that happens it's very rare when that happens. But yeah, that's a huge, huge, huge time saver. And also another thing is like what I typically do is if I'm ordering a bunch of things from different food booths, I'll just kind of like walk up and down. And if I see a line that's short, then that's the item that we're trying at that moment, because I don't want to waste my time waiting in line. Also, by far the longest line that you will see at the Food and Wine Festival for food pickup is always right across from the Little Mermaid.
Yes.
And so and you'll see it, like the line will go all the way down. Oh, another thing, don't feel bad asking for a tray. I always ask for a tray.
Yeah, for sure.
People always say, where did you get the tray? Where'd you get the tray? Mostly all of the booths, unless they've run out, will give you this like cardboard tray, or you can ask for it. And it's just so much easier to like walk around with it.
Yes.
Or if you're like me, take food home. And I always have like my little tray. But yeah, so always like, try to get one of those trays because it'll just help.
Yeah, for sure.
What else are we missing?
I think that's kind of it.
I think that was it.
Yeah.
If you have any questions, feel free to message Lindsay or I, on the podcast Instagram page or anywhere else, and we can always answer your Food and Wine Festival questions there.
Yeah. And then Bridget and I have a couple of exciting episodes coming up. One of them being Legoland, because last week we got to experience a media event together for Legoland's newest land that just opened. You've probably seen, on Bridget's socials, I haven't posted mine yet, but Bridget's socials, she's posted a couple of things, but we're going to do a whole episode dedicated to that. And then we also, we experienced 70 Years of Favorites together last week, which was super fun. We danced the night away at Videopolis in our 80s inspired outfits. It was just such a good time.
It was so much fun. We kept on saying, okay, we're going to leave after this. We're going to leave after this. Like, just one more song. Just one more song. Just one more song. And then like the next song would be even better than the last one. And when they're cutting out like the good 90s hits or the good 80s hits, you have to just dance.
You can't walk away.
That was us. We danced for like 2.5 hours. I actually saw a bunch of our like other content creator friends, and they were like, "Oh, we saw you dancing by the stage."
I'm sure you did.
Yes, I'm like, yes, that was us. And then David came by, and he's like, "I went by another time, and you were still dancing." And I'm like, "Yeah,
that was our goal for the
hours.
night, just to hang out there and dance."
My thighs hurt so much the next day.
So did mine.
I haven't danced like that in so long.
We had fun though.
Yeah, we had super fun time. So we were really busy last week.
Yeah, we were. We were very busy. We had a lot of togetherness last week. We did.
Yes, which is always so great.
Yes. So thank you guys so much for listening. Or if you're watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. Don't forget to join our Patreon group if you want those special perks that we mentioned earlier. If you have any topic suggestions or questions for us, you can always DM us or send us an email at magicalmomspodcast@gmail.com. Make sure to follow us on all the socials. Yeah. And I think that's about it.
Yeah, it is. So I guess we'll do our usual.
Yeah, you do.
Until next time, we'll see you
real soon.